for season 3 of Children's Hospital. How do you top yourself every year? What is your strategy?
We don't have. If I put that kind of pressure on myself, my head would explode. So all we've ever done is just try to come up with, which is all anybody in comedy does is try and come up with new jokes. You know, just new, fresh jokes. And we'll write a joke and we'll be like, you know, that joke's a little familiar. We've kind of heard a version of that joke before, and you know, it lives depending on how familiar of a joke it is. Mm-hmm. You know, if it's one we've maybe heard a little bit but are a fan of, we'll do that kind of joke. But we just really do try and write, you know, just original jokes. Mm-hmm. And because this story is not really, this show is not really about story as much as it is just like jokes per minute.
Mm-hmm. And it's about the characters and the situations, obviously. So who have you gotten guest star wise this season that you just were thrilled to work with finally?
Oh boy. Sarah Silverman was a lot of fun. Porn star Joanna Angel, that was a dream of mine. One of my best friends, Jesse Falcon. You don't know?
No.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's a friend of all of ours, mm-hmm. And he actually introduced me to my wife, and he plays Dr. Filth.
Nice.
And when we were casting, you know, I thought that only my friend Jesse Falcon could play a character named Dr. Filth, and he flew himself out here to play the part.
Nice.
Yeah, and he's this might be a star-making turn.
Overnight sensation.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That you've worked with in the past that has not been on Children's Hospital yet that you want to bring on?
Yeah, there's tons. One of my favorite guests this season was Alicia Silverstone.
Wow.
Yeah. I did a movie called Butter with her in the spring, and yeah, basically I would love to cast everybody from that movie because it was amazing. I've talked, you know, in not any great length, but with Olivia Wilde and Ty Burrell and people. Who else was in that movie? Hugh Jackman was in that movie, but I don't think.
You never know. You got Jon Hamm.
Yeah, got Jon Hamm. I think Jon would be jealous. That's Hugh Jackman. I don't want to make him jealous.
That's true.
He's so sensitive. He's so sensitive.
A bit about who Alicia's playing?
Yeah, she's playing. She's playing Owen, Dr. Owen Maestro, Rob Hubel's character's secret wife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they have a baby with a very house-like mystery disease. And Owen has to figure out what the disease is, or his baby will die.
Does that end well?
I don't know, define well. It ends. It ends.
Oh, okay.
Something ends.
You guys teased that there's one of the names from one of the biggest medical shows, and I know you can't say who it is. Can you give another hint as to who or what show?
But I would just give it away. It's a woman.
Okay, that's good.
So it is who we were told.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm probably the only one keeping it a secret. This is like, wait, that's supposed to be a secret?
Well,
which is a sort of sequel to our 60 Minutes type one last season. It's a return to that cast of characters and what's happened since the airing of that newsreaders show.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now, does Blake ever try for another spinoff? Is that going to come back?
That's really, really funny. You should ask that because that news story, this next news story we're doing, is about all the Children's Hospital spinoffs.
Okay, and his obviously was not very successful.
He's the only one that doesn't get a spinoff.
Oh, okay.
But he maybe finds true love.
Oh, that's nice.
He doesn't.
No. That would have been a nice consolation prize.
He doesn't. No.
Okay.
If this were a real TV show, he might.
And
it's not what we do here. Yeah.
Well, that's fair. I mean, there's no love in Children's Hospital, but there is a lot of sleeping around.
There's a lot of effing.
Right.
A lot of full-on, a lot of penetration.
Does Blake rekindle with Valerie, or is he still kind of afraid of her?
Oh, yeah. No, he's still...
Or him, I should say.
Still very much afraid of Valerie, and their relationship definitely is another level of it is explored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that
Of that power struggle.
is
Basically.
it a voluntary exploration? No. Didn't think so.
No.
He's also talked a little bit about a Tron-like world. Can you talk a little bit more about who is involved in that?
Yeah, sure.
And-
That's Blake.
okay.
Some people like to go rock climbing on the weekends. Some people, get some work done, get some laundry done. Some people have hobbies like chess or flying. Blake spends his off hours in a Tron-like world.
Nice. Okay. And does he bring
Just playing that frisbee game.
does he bring his family along for this, or it's
Doesn't
just
have a
him by
family.
himself?
He doesn't have a family.
Yeah, it's just him by
Yeah,
himself.
Blake doesn't have a family. This is the one place I think he can truly be accepted, is in a computer-generated world.
Okay.